Are you looking for a solo or couples camper that tows nicely, is built extremely well, but you just don't want a big giant 45-foot rig? Then I got one for you. You're gonna want to stay tuned. Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd here with Bish's RV with the 2108DS Micro Mini. This is, I think, the best Micro Mini that they make. Especially since it can be converted into a number of different uses for different people. You want a Murphy bed? It's got it. You don't want to use it like a Murphy bed? You don't have to. You want a dinette? This one has it. Would you prefer a sofa with a removable table? You can get that too. You can build this one camper a number of different ways, or just use it a number of different ways to really make it work for you. And that's what I think makes this one so successful, is the fact that they created one thing that can just be swapped around easily, like a good recipe in a cookbook. You want chicken, you want beef, switch the protein and enjoy. It just doesn't matter. So we're looking at a very material premium and like high-end small trailer. That is something that is sometimes very hard to find, but this thing is made to last. It is built exceptionally well. The fit and finish in these is always top-notch. The fact, though, that we're riding on a 7-foot body with tandem axles will make this thing ride and handle nicely, and they're torsion axles and suspension at that. Not to mention the fact that we've got the Azdel keeping the weight down. And just a whole laundry list of sweet qualities in this one. I can't wait to see what you think about it. We've got an enclosed heated belly with tank heaters, awesome extended season package on a tiny little thing. You could upgrade the air conditioner, be breathing icicles, and it's got factory solar now to help keep the batteries running. You even have your choice of refrigerator, so if you're looking for more park camping, more boondocking, this thing's practically Burger King. You could have it your way, although, I don't know. I've never been much of a Burger King fan, but I like Winnebagos. All right, so start right over here on the door side. How about a crowd pleaser? 1, 2, 3, campsite window view, baby. And do you see what I see? Ugh, a little pitchy there, maybe. I don't know. I'm certainly not going to be on American Idol anytime soon. But a privacy shade in the entry door. Now, manufacturers' suppliers are the ones that install those from the top down. Winnebago doesn't put them in. Winnebago would like to give that to you from the bottom up. The good news, we have the technology to make the correction, Dr. Jones. You can just simply undo 4 clips, roll it over, flip it, and reverse it Missy Elliott style, and lock it in place from the bottom up to maintain some privacy. So, that costs $0. If that's something you need, you're like, I need the shade to open from the bottom up before I take it home, let us know. Our team will take care of it. That is just not big deals. Also, speaking of windows, tiny camper, big windows, and lots of lights. Those are things that very quickly ding the price tag of an RV. These Micro Minis are designed to be, like I said, more feature-focused, a little more premium and grade in materials like stainless kitchen and bathroom sinks, for instance. And then we get up here. Like I said, you don't want a Murphy bed, don't use it as a Murphy bed. You could leave it down, you could change the mattress. What I'm going to tell you, though, is if you're going to change the mattress, keep in mind, that is not a true queen. That is a 54 by 74 inch bed. That is something more on the spectrum of a full size. And that's the kind of fair info that I want to give you so that you always know what you're getting for your money. Here's the thing though. When the slide closes, there's a little room at the end of the bed. And if you notice, the mattress can slide just under those side stands. I think you might be able to squish a true queen in there, although the side stands will eat into the space a little bit, so kind of keep that in mind. There's also something very interesting up here. The bed frames in nicely, and actually, I would love, would you decorate the bottom of the bed? Since it's kind of like a feature accent wall. Oh, you know what? This would be absolutely perfect for my favorite painting in the world. Take a look at this thing. I am still trying to get my wife to let me hang that up in the living room above the sofa. I don't think it's going to happen, but what I was getting at is they boxed it and framed it in. There's a shelf up here with some household outlets like in the ceiling. So, I don't know, phone charger? Like, what would you do with that space? By the way, I didn't do a good job of showcasing this for you. I'm so sorry, but when the bed was down,
Let me see. Hold on. Let me hit the little button. Let me turn on the light. We're doing it live, folks. There we go. You see how there's household and USB outlets down there? Right up by the headboard area of the bed. So that is a nice little CPAP-friendly kind of thing. I'm glad I had the light handy there. But again, Murphy bed model. You could, again, just ignore the Murphy bed aspect of it, but it does give you the handy little, sofa rear-facing directly toward the entertainment. We'll see that in just a second. First of all, I do want to point out that you do have a privacy curtain to kind of cut that off. Very handy if you do have a guest on the sofa or the dinette, as it were. But, storage. Let's look around here, because you've got hanging closets on both sides. There's full, like, drawerage galorage going on under the sofa, which I think is very, very cool. But you might notice some daylight shining through that one side. It actually, the one side is an inside to outside pass-through if you are so inclined. Now, the wind is rocking this trailer like crazy. I'm currently sitting down, and I feel like I'm being rocked to sleep by my mother. So if her name was Amadeus, I could say rock me Amadeus. But her name is not Amadeus. I know, it sounds strange. You would think my mother's name would be Amadeus, but it's not, guys. Anyway, carpetless, yeah. Carpetless, double yeah. They actually did it right. A lot of manufacturers just won't spend a little extra time and effort to linoleumite, I don't know. Is there a word for that? I'm not sure. Put lino down in the slide floor. But notice they got it all nicely trimmed out. And you might, like, why is that big box there? Why do I have to step up into the slide? That is the wheel well. So yeah, that really kind of has to be there. But notice the nice premium grade stuff we're doing here. They didn't give us a knee knocker dinette. Not as bad. That's an easy up-down gas strutted dream dinette. Can you still knock your knee on that thing? Sure. But take a look at this. Ooh, I slipped trying to get up. It's a full 4 adult size dinette in a small camper. And remember, you do have a sofa option available here with a little removable table. So if you're like, oh, stupid, I want a sofa. I hate these dinettes. Well, then get the one with the sofa. Or if you're like, sofas are stupid, I need a dinette. Well, then get this one. Notice, too, the TV does pivot around. You're going to get to see that at a little bit different angle. So if you're at least half of the dining, the rear-facing dining, or the sofa, not too bad. Did you also notice centralized air? So this RV has a radiant foil package helping keep things more comfortable, and it helps keep, what's left of my brains from getting burnt by the sun when I'm inside the camper. And the central air will make that work just more effectively by more evenly distributing things, especially to that private rear bathroom, which if you notice, it has a full, like, entry door, not just, a slot at the top or the bottom there. Now, they did something a little bit different here. Some folks might like it, some might dislike it, I don't know. They gave it a 3-burner stove because that's what these always had historically. There's no oven, though, nor do I believe there's even an option for an oven. Given that, would you rather they offer an oven or drop down from a 3-burner stove to a 2-burner stove to add some more counter space, or leave it how it is? Option A, B, or C. Please let me know in the video description. These are all sealed edge press membrane counters. Nice high-rise sprayer faucet so you can, spray your wife in the face and then run for your life because you're going to die. And there's not a jury in the world that's going to convict her. By the way, you are done, son. Over here, you're looking at the 8 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer. And my least favorite drawer in the camper world ever. That drawer that just flops down so that if you do have a sponge in it, it's going to fall. All it needs is a little link in a chain or something to prevent that from happening. It needs that tiny little thing. Now, the fridge, by the way, you have your choice between a gas electric 2-way and a 12-volt. Now, I mentioned no oven. This is a convection up here. I really should have specified that before I got too much into that conversation, but just to let you know, that is the headbanger that you saw earlier in the video. And I realize as long as we're talking storage, we might as well kind of, get back over here, taking a look at the dinette. There's also additional, I'm going to actually call it the pantry below the TV station right there. And again, that TV can pivot around different angles. So whether you're standing in the kitchen cooking and you want to peek over your shoulder, whether you want to face directly toward the sofa, you can do that. Or if you want to slide into the rear-facing dinette, like so, you can do that too. This, again, material premium. We are a porcelain foot flush. We have stainless steel bathroom sinks, which is nice. The bathroom space, it's a small camper. It's only 7 foot wide. It's a little tight, but it's not bad. Because they didn't go with a hard wall, you know, a shower door on your right-hand elbow side there, it's not bad because you've got that kind of shower track thing going on. Now, over here, there's more countertop space than you think because let me get my hands in here to give you a size reference. So that's a good adult size sink. You've got room back here, not a ton, but enough for like blow dryers, shavers, things like that. And you've seen where we don't have a huge amount of hanging storage. Thankfully, they've kind of helped offset that here in the bathroom space. The one thing, I don't know, that towel bar, actually, it's fine. You know what I would really like if I'm going to be stupid picky? If I had to choose, just move that up a little higher. I don't want it kind of, you know, dangling. Ugh. But I'm almost thinking give me a second towel bar right there. What do you think of that idea? Now, the RV 6.5 foot tall. You got to step into the shower for plumbing code. You have to have a step up platform there. So yeah, my head's all up in the bubble, double, toil and trouble, but I'm fitting in not too shabby. Floor to ceiling surround panel as well. And it is an easy step in. I don't even know if it's rectangular. Man, that looks more square. If it's rectangular, it is darn close to being the same measurements. And this RV, it is right on the cusp of, it almost makes you wonder, should it have a shower miser? Should it not have a shower? Like, it is right on that edge there, isn't it? Or maybe you're like, no, it absolutely should or it shouldn't. I don't know. You tell me. And when we step outside, we're going to talk about some travel-friendly features on this floor plan. But going hand in hand with that is the fact that this thing has excellent road mode access. With that slide retracted, even though the dinette sticks out nice and far to give you a full 4-person dinette in a 7 foot wide camper, which normally you don't get, you can still traverse your way back here. We can get to the fridge, doesn't matter which variety. You might not be able to fully just whip the door open like Indiana Jones, but why would you need to do that anyway? I don't know anyone needs to Indiana Jones whip the door, and you can get yourself back to the bathroom. But one of the things that is awesome about Micro Minis and road mode is the fact that not only can you use the bed in transit, basically you have to. This is designed, you should really travel kind of like with the bed down when you're traveling because of the way this gas strut system works. So they had to make sure they could build it with room to get into the bed, and they even left us room to kind of do the butt scoot boogie to squirrel away around this thing. Now again, because we have storage under the sofa, we're not going to call this a walk around bed. I'm not going to try to oversell it, but the fact is it's a north-south bed that you can use in transit. You could replace the mattress. You don't have to use this as a Murphy bed. You could use this just however you wanted.
Now, I try to show you what I like and what I don't, but on the outside here, there's not a whole lot to knock this thing for other than, I don't know, maybe the holding tank capacities are a little light. But beyond that, dang, buddy. Notice, they put the door side windows on, they could, and from all the seating space, you can see outside those 3 big windows there. They put the biggest awning on it that they could, although it's not the biggest awning, it's also not the biggest RV, so that kind of makes sense. Over here, you can see the galvanized wheel wells where, God forbid, you have a flat, it's not going to bash everything apart, which is nice, although you leave it there long enough, and sure, any radial tire is going to eventually do a number on it. You see how this used to be optional, but I don't know if they still call it that, but they used to call it the off-road package. I don't like that phrasing because I think true off-road RVing is a little more rugged. So I'm going to call this light duty. That's a phrase that I've used. I'm going to start using more, I think, just to help people understand. Yeah, if you're going to get off on some light trails, you're going to be okay. You want to go through rocks and mud and blood? Well, no, she's not made for that. But we are lifted up off the ground. We have not technically, but kind of like 4-wheel independent suspension, a torsion axle and suspension system where they can kind of you know, wiggle wobble left, right, a little bit independently, which is cool. Magnet holdbacks, you have a key-like system on this, so one key operates everything, which is great because frankly, I'm a clumsy, forgetful guy, and anything I can have to make my life simpler and easier, I'm gonna be happy for. Notice too, a nice full pass-through storage with equally sized big baggage doors on both sides so that we can easily get in here. Power jacks too, and this is a nice thing Winnebago does. They give us separate button controls for the left to right jacks. They don't just like scissor pivot together. I don't know that it's better, it just makes me feel a little bit better about it. Got ourselves a propane cooker hooker. My voice is getting hoarse. I sound like Tony the Pony. I'm a little hoarse over here. The holding tanks are enclosed. They are forced air heated, and they have 12-volt tank heaters, and we have some radiant barrier stuff going on. Now, I don't think Winnebago has actually cold chambered and tested their stuff. By everybody else's standards, though, I would think this would still be able to pass 0-degree testing. I just don't think they've done it. So they haven't done it. I can't promise it. What I can tell you is some solid extended season camp capability in a small little camper, guys. We're 7 foot wide, tandem axle, Azdel, easy towing, smooth skin, easy cleaning. Everything about this, the idea is to be fun, easy, built right, long lasting, you know? Now, I want to be clear about something here. They put a 30-pound propane tank cover up front, but by default, this has 20-pound tanks. So whether it's a Bish's RV store or any other RV store, if you go there and you get one of these and there's 20-pound tanks under there after you peel the cover off, no one's giving you a hard time. It's just how it is. By the way, we're going to see up on the roof we have factory standard solar. We can build you more if need be, but you're also prepped and ready for a portable side plug. Battery disconnect, where it's pretty darn easy to reach right there, looking at the other side of things and making sure I'm not backing into traffic since this has been a busy place. Let me get you over here. Nice, you know, it's kind of unfortunate sometimes just the way it works out. The biggest windows are over here on the driver's side of the RV, but just the way floor plans tend to go, that's just how she is. Now, what's cool about this? It is, less than 23 feet total. I think it's only 22.5 feet. So this is not long. It's not heavy. It's not intimidating. I'm wondering how well this would work with something like a mid-size pickup. Certainly a larger tow class SUV or a half-ton would work just fine. The only reason I hesitate on mid-sizes is I don't remember exactly what the hitch weight was on this, because the maximum weight on this is only like, 5,500, 6,000 pounds, something like that. You should be able to handle it pretty darn nicely with, say, like a 7,000 pound tow package mid-size pickup. Now, on the back here, you see not only like a nice matching spare tire, which is sweet. I've actually seen, oh my God, I can't even understand why manufacturers would do this. Just idiocy. Where they'll have the bigger off-road knobby tire package. And then you get over here, and it's just like a standard tire. I'm like, hey, idiot, that doesn't work. But you don't have that problem here. Did you notice, too, you do have a 300-pound rated accessory hitch sticking off the back of this in case you want to bring along like a small generator you can handle on a cargo tray, or perhaps something like a, I don't know, a bike rack or whatever, bumper dumper, I don't know. By the way, fun fact, I'm out here in Urbana, Iowa right now, and this location is actually Iowa's #1 volume Winnebago's towable dealer. Pretty darn cool. The folks here really seem to know their way inside and outside of this product. Now up here, you've got yourself that 190 watt Go Power factory standard solar package. You don't have to upgrade to this. Doesn't matter if you're getting the 12-volt fridge, the two-way fridge, you always have some solar here. So it's always going to act like an awesome battery tender, or frankly, the 190 watt package, that's where you start flirting with that light duty, extended, but not like permanent off-grid kind of thing. So thank you very much once again for joining us, folks. As always, we carry these at multiple locations. Is that? Okay, that fifth wheel is being backed up behind me. For a minute there, I thought maybe something was rolling down the road. I got very, very confused, and I'm in the line of traffic here. I'm gonna get myself moved. Everything is moving at this store. We got people coming and going. We got fifth wheels apparently backing themselves out of parking spaces. They're flying off the shelves. I don't know. Anyway, when you're ready, we're ready. I'll leave you a link in the video description. Check pricing availability. Let me know where what you liked. Let me know what you changed given the opportunity. and let me know how I'm doing and if there's anything I can ever do better for you. Till next time, though, take care, stay safe, have fun. Remember to subscribe, everyone.